So howdy there, dirt bike people. So today we are back on the budget KX85 build. See it right there, background? Yep. So last time we left you, I tore this thing apart, got the frame all pressure washed and degreased, and pretty much almost ready to go back together with parts. But in the meantime, look what I got. See all those parts right there? Those are all engine parts to go back on this bike, and a few plastic parts over there that customer supplied. So today's plan, I'm actually gonna start on engine stuff. I'm gonna get the outside cases cleaned up and get it ready to start disassembling and get the parts put back inside this thing and get it back in one piece. But let me show you what I did find when I was doing the initial inspection on this bike. So a little bit of history on this project. This bike had its troubles, several months ago. They took it to a local shop where they live and got a bid on this thing to get fixed, and it was just ridiculous amount of money. So they brought it home, contacted me to see if I could help them out. And I said, absolutely, I'll see what I can do. But that being said, when I received this bike, it was basically, well, literally, it was a box full of parts and just kind of a giant shook up puzzle box full of pieces. And it was halfway tore apart. So I got it here, spread out all the parts and pieces like, you do to try to figure out what you got, what's bad, and what needs to be replaced. And in doing so, I found one thing that it ain't great, and I'm gonna see if I can repair this piece instead of buying a new one to try to save them some money. Let me show you what I found. Okay, so what I actually found was on the right hand inner case cover, actual clutch case, where the clutch cable indexes in the case. You see here, I don't know if that was broken before or when somebody disassembled it. Anyways, they got rowdy with it and they broke the tab off where the clutch cable seats. Now, it would be nice if I had that piece because I could just weld it back on, but I don't have that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys how you can repair these without the old piece. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna save the customer about, I don't know, 250 bucks for that case cover right there, or for that inner case, and save them quite a bit of money in the long run. So let's get after it and I'll show you exactly what I gotta do. But first things first, I gotta get this thing disassembled and all cleaned up. She's nasty. Woo! Woo! That's better. Okay, so I got the case all scrubbed up in the old solvent tank and sprayed off with the old brake cleaner. So now I'm gonna go over to the lathe and I'm gonna machine a spacer, actually a plug that goes inside there and takes up that void right there, and then we'll get to welding and see if we can get this case fixed up. All right, so let me show you what I've got going on over here at the lathe, and I'll try to explain it and it'll make sense later, I promise. So what I've done is I've put my piece of aluminum in the lathe and I've drilled a small pilot hole in the middle, deeper than I need it to go inside of the case this way, if that makes sense. And what I'm gonna do, so now that I've got my pilot hole drilled, I'm gonna machine this piece down to sit inside the case where the cable goes, and then I'll weld to this piece and also weld to the case and build that up and weld. And then later on, this pilot hole here will give me a guide to machine out, actually to drill out where the cable goes, and the cable will reset inside of the aluminum piece. Yeah, I know, that didn't really make sense to me either when I said it, but trust me, it'll make sense here in just a minute. So let's get this thing turned down and show you what I'm doing. Perfect. Okay, I've got the case all cleaned up, wire brushed down. I went over the aluminum with the acetone to try to get all the contaminants out of it. Now, I know going into this aluminum is going to be super dirty. One, it's cast aluminum, and two, it's going to be dirty because it's got all kinds of oil and garbage basically soaked into it. But here you can see kind of what I got going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building weld from this side up over this machine piece that I built and almost down to this side. And I actually might weld to this side because I can always cut the opening for the cable in later. But you can see the pilot hole there, and what that does is once I get this built up and welded up, I can take a drill bit and step it up one by one until the opening is right at the right size for the cable, which will basically eliminate this piece right here, but leave the casting. And like I said, this will actually give me material to weld to as I'm building the top for this. So I'm gonna get the TIG fired up and get after it, and we'll see how it turns out. All right, so got her all welded up, and just like I figured, it was super dirty. So it's kind of ugly, and I knew it was gonna be, but I got lots of good filler material in there, and I put probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 extra passes across this thing with filler rod, just so I have enough to go back in and reshape it and just make it look stock again. So I'll flip this thing around and show you guys what we got going on. Like I said, it's not pretty, but there's a lot of excess material right there because I know I've got to reshape it. You can see I kind of got down in the dowel pin there area just a little bit, but I'll go ahead and drill that right there before I start shaping it and get my right size of the hole correct. And then we'll go back in and trim the edges up and the corners up and round this off, and that thing will look like it never even happened. Turned out pretty good, I'd say. I was off just a little bit on drilling it, but not too bad. But you can see kind of what the whole deal was there on how that worked. But cable fits really good, fits snug, not gonna rattle around or anything, and heck, looks pretty good. If the casting right there wouldn't have melted, you wouldn't have ever been able to tell. So that beats the heck out of spending 250 bucks on a new case, and I'm pretty happy with that. So we're gonna move on to something else. All right, so we got her all finished up, all ground down, filed down, drilled down, machined down, whatever, got it all making it look pretty. But just goes to show you guys that, you don't have to spend all that money on a new case if you have a small break in it. Find somebody that can TIG weld it, somebody that can machine it. It's gonna save you money in the long run. This is gonna save this customer quite a bit of money on this project. Like I said, this is a budget build, so I was happy to do it. It took me about an hour and a half to do it from start to finish. But that being said, stay tuned for more on this build. We're gonna get in this thing pretty deep here in the next episode. We're gonna start building the motor on this thing. So if you guys are interested in that, do me a favor, mash that freaking subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave me a comment. And as always, appreciate you guys watching. Catch you on the next one.